Hello, this is. Sorry, I'm turning my camera around or something. Fire Feather, or you could call me Krista Raccoon. My friend asked me to draw or make a tutorial of an animal that is related to a dog. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a fox because I looked up fox tutorials and I only found a couple that actually really helped. People get the concept of how to draw foxes. So, I'll be right back with the first step. So the first step I would say is to draw a simple circle. If you want to put guidelines, the guidelines I would use would be like that, and then it would go like that. And then it depends on where you want the muzzle. If you're trying to draw a chibi fox, it should be like right here. If you're trying to draw a realistic fox, it should be about right here. I'm gonna draw in my style, just FYI. So if you don't like my style, get off this video. Just kidding. Actually, I'm not gonna do that since this is a tutorial on how to draw a fox, and because if I was drawing a fox right now, I would be doing the fur lines with the cheek and stuff. I would just go ahead and do it, but you don't have to do it right now, since you're gonna have the whole body to do. So, step 2 is pretty easy. You just go from the back of the head. Let me see that. I'm sorry, this area is really dim lighted. Go. Sorry, I messed up. Let me do this. Alright, I'm sorry. Here's this next step. Just to be specific, I'm drawing a fox sitting down. If you want to draw a fox standing up, I can also do a separate tutorial on a fox standing up, a fox running, a fox jumping, fox biting, and that goes for anything else. So basically, I just want to draw this weird S thing for the weird back. What I do is I call it the body line. That's what I call it, the body line, because it's literally one hole. If you want to, I usually do it in 2 strokes. Just go like that, go all the way to here, and then I do that all the way to there, and that's the body line. Then what you want to do is something easy. You just, for me, it's I just do that, and then I do that, and then I do that. Sorry, I'm in hand. This looks so wrong. I'm sorry. It's my phone. I have to hold the phone in one hand. Wait, sorry. I have to hold the phone in one hand and do sketch with the other. And I'm trying not to make the shadow go on it. I don't have professional recording equipment. Sorry. I might soon, but right now we're gonna have to deal with this. Okay. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to step 3, and then I'll explain how I did it. Alright, so let me explain how I did this step. What I did is that I originally started with one line, which is this line, all the way down to here, and then I did the paw, and then when I did that, I did the other line here, and I went across, and I did that line, and I did that. So basically, I made kind of like a skeletal outline of this. I erased it, but I did, and when I did, it looked like, let me redo it. It looked like this. That's how it looked, and that's basically the body of this fox. Nothing really special about it. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw. Sorry. I'm gonna draw the tail. So then I just drew the tail, and now what you're gonna want to do is here's the fox's muzzle. You're just gonna wanna when you draw a circle. What you want to do is think about it like this. Think about draw a circle kind of a distance away. What I first did is that I drew that, and I drew the cheek fur going around basically the cheeks, going whoop whoop boop like that. And sorry if you didn't like the noise. I did that, and then I was like, okay, so the muzzle's gonna go whoop. And when I did that, I was like, oh wait, nope, because the first circle was right here, and I was like, that's too short. That would look like a cat or a chihuahua. We don't want a chihuahua, we want a fox. So you have to make it a kind of a distance away, and you want to make it really narrow, if you get what I mean. Because if you don't make it narrow, it's gonna look more like a wolf, even if you put the little jagged marks and stuff like that. So now you want to do the eyes. In order to do the eyes, I have to actually go off camera, but I'll be right back. Alright, so what I did for the eye, now I'm gonna say this. The reason why I went off camera to do the eye is that I believe that when someone draws an eye, they should do it their own way, no matter what. And this is my way. This is my fox eye. Or this is my eyes in general for an animal, if I'm not drawing realistic, which I'm not. The nose is pretty simple. What I did is like that. It's basically a triangle, but when you get to here, you just go whoop, and you do that. And the nose sticks out a little, just to say that sticks out a little. So don't be all like, oh no. No, it sticks out a little. It's okay. All animals' noses stick out a little because when you look at them in side view, they're not flat on their face. They're poking out. So now let's move on to the ears. Are animal ears. Pretty simple. What I do is that I just that like that. And let's go to the paws. Paws are simple. You just go whoop. One paw. I'm sorry. I'm looking through my camera while doing this. So I'm not sure if I'm getting really anything right. So this, I'm just gonna say right now, what I'm doing right now, except for the eyes and the paws, is a sketch. Okay. So now I'm going to move into a better pencil, and then I'll be right back. So I totally forgot I was recording for a minute, and ended up doing the mouth. The mouth, I actually don't know how to explain the mouth for you. Basically, all I did was just go here and do that, and just do that. One thing about the mouth I'm gonna come close is that on the end, and put a little. The reason why, because when animals close their mouths, I noticed this about my dog 2 years ago, when I drew animals, they don't fully. It's not like our mouths to where we close it and it's closed. Their mouths actually have this little loose skin on the edge, and that the skin color is black. So there's that explanation. Here we go over here. For now, I know people were like, "Why did you do this?" Up, boop. Well, the reason why is because most animals' muzzles aren't straight like an arrow. Just go. They actually have that little bump there. So if you want to do it straight, you can. But if you don't want to, and you want to do the little bump there, that's totally fine. I draw the bump because it makes it look a little bit more. For me, for me in my style, it looks two-dimensional a little bit when you do it like that. So the ear, and you just go to here. And you just you look right here and go up and you go over and you can do a little nick there. Now, I do that in some animals, and I'm drawing animals, especially animals that are solitary, like foxes and stuff. I do a little nick. Because it makes it look more, hey, this animal lives on its own. If you want to draw realistic, don't do the pupil. Leave the eye blank, and then when you're done with the eye, you can do a little black thing there. It's FYI. So I did the cheek fur over here, just kissed it. Okay. Do the chest fur. So this is basically what I'm doing. Is I'm doing the fur. So I'll be right back. So I just sharpied it. This is my fox, my final draft. Now I'm going to say a few things, a few tips on foxes that not a lot of people see. Tip: muzzles are narrow. They're not bulky or. I'm trying my Fanta. And they're not bulky or or strong and structured like dogs and foxes. And wolves, they're actually narrow and more delicate. They get broken easier and stuff like that. Ears are more pointier than a fox and a dog, but not to where they're pointed at a tip, because no animal has a tip pointier. Fox's tails are actually more. I do that for because it's just a regular fox thing. To be more puffy than a wolf and a fox. A wolf and a dog. You can draw a puffy like this, or you can draw it more realistically, which is not a sharp tip. It's a rounded kind of shape. On the legs, foxes are like cats. They don't actually, they don't actually have the anatomy of a dog or a wolf. They actually have the anatomy of a cat. They have a structure and stuff. So actually, half the time I use my cat as a reference. So I'm gonna pause this video. I'm gonna color this thing, and then I will be right back to show you the final version. And this is the final product of my drawing. The tail went from a white red all the way to a dark reddish brown to white. I shaded the white in, if you can see it. I don't think you can. Yeah, so it looks pretty good to me. I'm not sure if I'm actually part of the picture, but I am part of this tutorial. This is one of my first ones. So it's beautiful. If you want to know what I used in this tutorial, I used Artist Loft, necessities, for art. I have a case of it. I used an Artist Loft eraser. I used a regular fine tip Sharpie, and I used I used a dull pencil, and I used a sharp pencil, which fell in food. So I hope you like this. Guess I'll see you in the next tutorial or in something I make. Bye.